and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. So the Houston starting five. They've got Shepard, Jayshawn Tate out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Josh Okogie, and it's Thompson in at the two-guard spot. And for Utah, they've got Joel Embiid. Lauri Markkanen out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Miles McBride, and it's Arenas in at the one. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
And that one's good.
Embiid, such a dominant force inside. That's exactly where his coaches and teammates want him operating.
VanVleet outside. Just 5 on the clock. No good there, off the double clutch.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Arenas passes to McBride. And here's Embiid. Pass to Jackson. That one goes. Count it.
And kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
It's Tate on the wing. VanVleet against Embiid. Here's Shepard.
Yeah, Shepard's so creative with the ball. He confuses the defenders.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the Rockets, Reed Shepard. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, when I watch Reed Shepard play, I'm sometimes reminded of John Stockton. The type of handle and the way he goes to the cup, quicker and more athletic than he appears. You know, I know that's big shoes to fill, but I just like the similarities and the intensity.
Now here's Thompson. Misses the three. It's Markkanen on the wing, defended by Thompson. Markkanen, the pass to Embiid. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Yeah, just a tremendous finish. Nice job by VanVleet in the painted area. Not an easy play.
And it's Utah with the ball. Following the score by Houston. And the dunk by Jackson.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now here's Thompson. Here's Shepard. Shot clock at 6. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. VanVleet's got 5 now.
Just another day doing what he does. VanVleet lines it up and drills it.
Pass to Embiid. There's Jackson with the 3. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Okogie. And the basket by VanVleet. 7 points in the game.
Great work by VanVleet. So good at carving out space on the interior.
McBride passes to Arenas. Off the mark there with a 3. Rockets trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Shepard. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
And Shepard is a guy who plays below the rim, but he's got excellent touch inside.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. A different look for Utah. Sensabaugh comes in for Markkanen. And it's Keontae George in for McBride. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Embiid. Soft touch off the glass. Embiid's got 6.
Hey, Embiid is used to this. It's second nature to him. That's why he's so good at being able to score through contact.
To the middle. Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. And here's Tate outside. He buries it from 3. And that ties it up.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
George outside. 1:24 left in the first. Clock at 4. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the inside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Tate against Jackson. Embiid is screen on Tate. Jackson. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
That's the finesse part of his game right there. Lofting in that little teardrop.
Thompson outside. Outside Tate. Van Vliet right side. Pass to Shepard. Fires for 3. And Houston another 3.
Well, Shepard can really spin it from distance, and he doesn't need a lot of room to launch it.
Here's Arenas. Still without a bucket. Pass to Embiid. The 3 is up. The shot that time not on target. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. The Rockets on top. They're up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. We've got Abdia. Onyeka Kongwu is out there with Smith. Then it's Aaron Holiday. And it's Walker in at the small forward position. Now here's Kessler. George outside. It's hauled in by Houston.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Smith passes to Holiday. Back to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
Kessler, a screen on Holiday. George with it. No points yet. Markkanen outside. Here's Sensabaugh. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Holiday passes to Walker. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Houston will go for a different look here. Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Tate comes in for Smith. Okogie's checked in for Walker. And it's Amin Thompson in for Holiday. Kessler finds Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. Tries the spin move. Outside McBride. Pass to George. Sends it home from three-point land. George has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Tate. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Arenas. Inside. Tipped. And he buries his first look. And in today's NBA, it seems like everyone has a three-point shot, Clark. That didn't used to be the case.
You're exactly right, B.A. In the good old days, way back in the day, threes were mostly for specialists. It just shows you how much the game and the players have evolved.
George passes to Kessler. George outside. Marking it from long range. Avdia pulls it in. The Rockets lead by 6. Thompson outside. Pass to Okogie. Screen by Capella. Clock at 6. It's a one-on-one situation. Outside McBride. Markkanen, the pass to George. It's hauled in by Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Thompson outside. Pass to Capella. Capella draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Okogie. From outside, off the mark. Jazz trail by 6. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, the Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys are tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back over to you, Brian.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Utah. Filipowski comes in for Larry Markkanen. Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Rockets. Shepard comes in for Avdia. And here's VanVleet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 3-point lead. Pass to Thompson. 1:35 left to play in the first half. Back to VanVleet. Over Embiid. Houston with another miss. Utah's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. A nice shot by Filipowski. Now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
And he gets that one. Okogie's got his first 2 points.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game, so he makes his presence felt inside.
Here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid packs it down.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Here's Shepard. George defending. Thompson right side. From the top of the key. And Arenas Arenas pulls it down. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. George outside. There's a screen. Down low. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
I got pity for that rim right there, Joel Embiid. That's a big man banging that thing down.
Here's Van Vliet. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Van Vliet. One shot.
There's 6 seconds left in the second period. Here's Arenas. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Houston up 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Man, one guy's been getting it done, Fred Van Vliet.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Houston in the lead. Joel Embiid is out there with Jackson. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Arenas in at the 1. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. Here's Shepherd. Got it. Good job in the low post. Shepherd's got 8.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Jackson against Tate. Pass to Markkanen. Inside. Utah moving the ball around. Arenas. Off target from outside.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Tate passes to Van Vliet. Back to Tate. Thompson outside. To the middle. Here's Okogie. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 6-point Houston lead.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Markkanen, the pass to Arenas. Now Embiid. Markkanen outside. Takes the 3. To get it again. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Marching out Embiid has to be a focal point for them, or else they'll continue to eat them up on the offensive glass.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Outside McBride. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And Van Vliet has got the ball here for Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Thompson. Back to Okogie. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Okogie's got 4 points this quarter.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Screen by Embiid. Outside McBride. Now here's Embiid. Guarded by Van Vliet. There's Jackson with the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Jackson's got 12 points.
And guys, I'd keep it simple. Keep running plays for Triple J. He's been awesome tonight.
And here's Shepard for 3. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Utah trailing here. Pass to McBride. Here's Arenas. For the lead. And the layup is good.
And, I'm not quite sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave somebody like him uncovered.
Now Van Vliet. Embiid covers. And there's Van Vliet on the assist by Shepard. Shepard's got his 5th assist in this one.
More points for Van Vliet. Putting some spice on that pumpkin tonight.
Jackson outside. Pass to Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. Here's McBride. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Thompson. Nice D from Thompson. Houston has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Tate passes to Okogie. It's Tate on the wing. Pass to Van Vliet. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Embiid stiff-arming that shot with authority. No mercy.
Arenas passes to Jackson. Here's McBride. The three-pointer off the mark. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Shepard, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Shepard's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, the control, the confidence, it's all on display there for Shepard.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Adams checked in for Van Vliet. Finney Smith comes in for Tate. Avdia, he's checked in for Okogie. And Holiday subbed in for Amen Thompson. .114 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. George outside. Pass to Markkanen. The 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Markkanen's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He has such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Here's Shepard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. And he can't get the first one. Kessler, he's checked in for Embiid. And then for Houston, Green comes in for Adams. And it's Thompson in for Holiday. And he sinks the second.
They're ahead for now, but that miss could come back to bite them.
Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Markkanen looking it over. Here's George. Knocks down the 18-footer. George has got 8.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
Here's Shepard. George defending. Finney Smith passes to Thompson. Now here's Markkanen. From deep three-point land. No good. Would have counted had it gone. 3/4 of play and a close one here. Jazz out in front, leading by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, bro.
And with 3/4 behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. Aaron Holiday out there with Thompson. Then it's Steven Adams. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Avdia in at the small forward position. Yep, that one goes.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
And here is Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
George outside. Pass to Arenas. Stolen by Thompson. On the wing, Holiday. Jacks up a 3. Utah grabs the miss. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Arenas passes to George. Now here's Kessler. Unloads. George, no good. The Rockets trail. Now Thompson. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Arenas. Sinks it from distance. Arenas has got 5 points now in the quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Utah.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Utah making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. And then for Houston, Okongwu's checked in for Adams. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Holiday. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
And Allie, thanks.
This is how you run the screen and roll, folks. VanVleet with the pinpoint pass to finish it off.
Jackson outside. The 3 is up. Arenas' shot is off. And VanVleet has got the ball here for the Rockets. On the wing, Thompson. Kessler against Okongwu. Back to VanVleet to take the lead. The rebound by Jackson. For Utah, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Stolen by Thompson. Oh, wow! Oh, big finish.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
George with it. Pass to Jackson. Over Finney-Smith. Oh, Oh, can't hit the jumper. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Off the outside. Okongwu. Van Vliet fires. Cash from downtown.
And Van Vliet unmoved under pressure. I mean, when his team needs a basket, he simply goes out and handles his business.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. A different look for Utah. Embiid, he's checked in for Kessler, and Lauri Markkanen subbed in for George. And then for Houston, Tate's checked in for Finney-Smith. Okogie comes in for Avdia, and it's Shepard in for Okongwu. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Jackson. Markkanen. The three-pointer is true from Markkanen.
This is why Markkanen has the rock in his hands. This team wants him to take those big shots.
Now Van Vliet. Oh, he comes right back with a 3 of his own.
That deflates the crowd in an instant. Way to take back the momentum.
More and more intense as we go back and forth in this game. Let's see if they can get the crowd back into it now.
Here's Arenas. There's the drive. Quick 2. Oh, net.
That's something Arenas does really well, finding angles and avenues on his way to the right.
Van Vliet against Embiid. Puts up a tray. Embiid there for the rebound.
Really good shot contest there. Made it tough for the shooter.
Now here's McBride. Defended by Thompson. Now Markkanen. Jackson outside. 4 on the clock. Lets it fly from 18. Oh, he nailed the jumper.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
Thompson with a screen. Now Van Vliet. Takes a 3. The 3 ball is down.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Embiid, a screen on Thompson. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Hits it, falling back.
And this is indeed Agent Zero's time. When it's a tight game, he really turns up.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Thompson. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Van Vliet. On the take. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Van Vliet knows his team needs him to deliver much in the clutch. So all he does is dial up that intensity.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Here's Arenas. It's good.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.
is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Reed Sheppard.